All right, happy Tuesday night, everybody. We're going to have a fun show here in the Arctic Air Studios this evening. Tuesday's best. We're going to talk about just awesome holiday, Christmas time, snacks, treats, all those cool things. We're going to talk about that tonight. But we don't stop there. Battle of the Network Stars. The last episode aired apparently today, like in 1980 something. I don't know. We're going to talk about best made for TV sporting events of all time. Think like the skins game in golf and stuff like that. And then, well, we got football to look at, the transfer portal, not hurting Texas Tech right now for the bowl game. Arkansas, on the other hand, woo, pig suey. They got stuff going on. And then men's basketball barely hanging on right now in projections to be an NCAA tournament team as of right now. The good thing is, as of right now, the tournament doesn't start. You got some time to do stuff. Got all that college football playoff, whatever else is on your mind. Let's do it in 3, in 2. Good evening, West Texans, all you good, fine, friendly folks out there who wish you were. I'm Ryan Hyatt. TheRaiderland.com is where you start your day every day on our website. Check it out, Raiderland, hot links, cool stuff, everything we got going on for you. We're in the Arctic Air Studios. The air is going to be Arctic tonight in the 20s. If your old heater is just not hanging in there, you need to call the bear. Callthebear.com on the website, but just tell them you heard about it on Raiderland. Tell them Ryan Hyatt sent you, and they'll jack the price up like 20%. Well, I hope they don't do that. Brought to you in part by Gators Bayou, 98th and Slide in Lubbock, Texas. This time of year, great combination. Hot Cajun food, cold drinks, all the games on the TV, everything you want, they got it at Gators Bayou. Depending on what you like, all the po' boy sandwiches are great. Fried shrimp is my go-to. Then the Cajun pasta is where I would start you out. Now, if you just want some jambalaya or something like that, you can do that. So check it out at Gators Bayou. And we're brought to you by Middleton and Son, Charles Middleton and Son, Realty, Farm and Ranch, best in the business in West Texas, which means they're the best in the business in Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Colorado, you name it. They got a new property out today. If you're looking for some cool hunting land out by Seymour, you need to check out their page. They're at Middleton and Son, all right? They're just the best in West Texas. That's why we wanted them on here in Raiderland, because nobody does it better than Middleton and Son. So if you're buying or selling, if that's what you're into right now, you need to check it. And it's just cool to see the properties, all right? Well, let's all admit it. It's just cool to look at that and go, yeah, I could do some damage there. Good people. Everybody who gets in tonight on the chat line, you need to thank United Supermarkets, Market Street. They're making it happen tonight. Your holiday meal planning, easy thanks to United Supermarkets. And right now we're all busy. We're all doing stuff. They've got so many great prepared meals and everything else. So just lay in a couple, and that way when you get busy and everything over the next couple of weeks, you don't feel bad. You're not looking at the kids going, we're all going to starve. No, you've got some, prepared meals ready to go thanks to Market Street. Craig is the first one in tonight on that chat line. He says the talking box is on. Well, by gosh, Craig, I believe you. The talking box is on. Even if nobody really knows where that came from and how that phrase started, maybe during the holidays we ought to do one show during the holidays where I go back and detail everything on this, me and Rob Rose show, the Williams and Hyatt show, Raider Talk, the original show I was on back in the 80s. We might do something cool like that. All right, get your comments in, your questions in. Let's get it going tonight. From a tech standpoint, the portal, nothing really crazy, nothing new. The guys you thought were going to be in there are in there. Arkansas right now has 22, I believe, that are in the portal, and they've got guys fleeing and looking for places because they don't believe that Sam Pittman is going to be hanging around too long. They're a 6-6 team, that they are much more in flux than you are. But right now, there's nothing I've seen out of Texas Tech that would make me think that you would adjust the line in this game. And right now, Tech's getting 2.5. You can buy it up to 3, 3.5, wherever you are. The line is wrong. I'm here to tell you right now. Texas Tech should be favored by 3.5. I think Texas Tech is a better team going in, but I've seen enough out of Joey McGuire in bowl games to know he gets teams ready to play in bowl games. He gets them bought in on the agenda. He gets them bought in on the idea. One of the big agendas right now, win 9 games. Do something that Texas Tech hasn't done since 2009 in the final year of Mike Leach. And he gets these guys bought into it. I think the only real question from a who will play, who will not standpoint is Taj Brooks. And I've said here before, hey, Taj, thank you. Don't play. It's fine. Williams probably do a pretty good job there. Maybe Kelly, maybe Josh Kelly. Okay. Find some receivers. But at this moment, I've not seen anything to indicate what Tech is doing portal-wise versus Arkansas that would change it negatively for Tech. And again, I think the line is wrong. I think it should be Tech minus 3.5. And I've talked to people, very smart people. They agree with me. Jacob is out there on Twitter X. He's rocking it out there. He's doing stuff. He's posting. He's retweeting. He's making things happen out there. He says, Tech by a bunch, regardless of who takes the field. I want to take a moment right here. And thank Jacob for doing one thing, and that's not saying irregardless. Thank you. Just regardless, not irregardless. That's a fake made-up word. So we've got that on the basketball front. And again, the big thing I want to talk about tonight, a couple of things. Greatest made-for-TV sporting events. Think Battle of the Network Stars if you were a kid of the 70s or the 80s. The cool made-for-TV sporting events. And maybe what we could do going forward. And then best holiday snacks, your favorite holiday snacks, those things that only show up this time of year. That's going to be the show tonight. I think it's going to be a fun show. We're going to have a lot of fun. We can get it. I've got some college football playoff team notes on what they paid to pay teams to play them. Hi there, Alabama. We're not going to play anybody anymore. The non-conference schedule, we're not going to play anymore. You lost to conference teams. I don't think they know that Oklahoma and Vanderbilt are in the SEC. It's understandable. It can happen. But we got some interesting notes on what teams paid to get the buy-in games. But I want the holiday snacks, your favorite holiday treats that kind of only show up this time of year. The next thing I want you to do, whether you're on YouTube, everybody who is watching on Facebook and Twitter, I want you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And everybody on YouTube, just like it, give it the thumbs up, share it. That helps grow it. We want to get that thing. We're close to 500. That's a really big metric. And when we get to 500, my wife will like me even more than she already does, if that's possible. So that would be awesome if we could do that, tonight. Like get everybody who's on Twitter and Facebook, or Twitter and Facebook, to go over to YouTube, click like, subscribe, everything else. You can watch where you want to watch. Do how you want to do. It'd be really cool, Basketball, we got some thoughts on that as we go through, and we will go through. Periscope. Periscope was great. The best communication device doing what we do right now was Periscope app. Wish they would bring it back in some form or fashion. I know they won't. Craig, I can't have it anymore, but my grandmother's peanut brittle. I don't know if you read our column today. They're at theraiderland.com. Everybody should every day. But that was my number one holiday snack, is homemade peanut brittle. Light and fluffy. People get peanut brittle at the store and stuff, and it's crunchy, and it just break your tooth off, and it just, you're just like, what the hell are we doing here? But homemade peanut brittle, kind of bundled up in those little bitty like napkin things or whatever that they'll put it in, and they put a little bow or ribbon around the thing. You get it. That stuff should be illegal in most states. That homemade peanut brittle, just light, crunchy, beautiful. Homemade peanut brittle is great. Why do we not see peanut brittle year round? I don't know. You tell me. By the way, I'm kind of digging. We're seeing this in real time tonight with you guys. The way the quotes and text messages off United Supermarkets and Market Street coming in, it's a little bigger. You kind of see your avatar, your pick or whatever. And, I didn't touch anything, but I guess Yardstream is doing something a little different tonight. We like it. Jacob, holiday snacks begin and end with perfect fudge. Savory, good versions of trash are still greatness. Fudge, I like fudge, but fudge is, we still kind of have fudge year round, right? Define the perfect fudge. Now, trash, yeah. Hey, we love trash. And I don't know if that's a West Texas thing or not. Is it a regional deal on the fudge? I mean, on the trash? And those who know, you know what I'm talking about. Chris says my mom made these butterscotch treats with peanuts and pretzels during the Christmas season. I gave up on butterscotch when I found out it contains no actual scotch. I don't like butterscotch. So butterscotch with peanuts and pretzels, probably not my deal. Crunchy, not chewy. Craig going back to peanut brittle. Key is to use a candy thermometer and not eyeball it. We're talking about peanut brittle right now. I've got another one that I wrote about today that I know most of you guys probably hate, but you're wrong. You're totally wrong. Texas Tech men's basketball today. We pay attention to two major sites, hoopshd.com and bracketville.wordpress.com. Dave Almond and his crew there at Bracketville, as good as anybody gets, real-time bracket, putting it together as the season goes along. Same thing with Chad Sherwood and his crew at hoopshd.net. Nobody does it better than those two. They both right now have Texas Tech in the same place that we figured they were, which is right there on the outside or the inside of the NCAA tournament. Bracketville today, I think their latest bracket, both Dave and TK having Tech in a play-in game. Dayton, Midwest or West? I think it was Dave Almond who had them with Tech in Texas playing each other in a play-in game in Dayton. Don't sign me up for that. I don't want anything of that. But this gives you a good idea of where Texas Tech is going into Big 12 play. And it's only going to get worse. And I really think when we start Big 12 play here at the end of the month with the UCF, you're going to see Texas Tech on the outside of the realistic, legitimate, real projections going in, because you're going to go down with ORU and Lamar. You'll beat them. You better. Now, a loss to either team would be crushing. And I don't foresee a loss or anything else. You got to get JT Toppin back. That's your season right now. All right? I think I can confidently sit here on the 10th of December and say that if JT Toppin can't play significant, minutes, games, everything else, be a full-fledged member of this team in Big 12 play, you barely make the tournament if you make it at all. If he does, however, you're a really good basketball team. You go from being a good basketball team to a really good basketball team. So there you go. Get your thoughts in on Tech basketball. Tech football portal, nothing new. Bowl game thoughts. But really, let's go two things from here. Give me your best holiday snacks, treats, your favorite things to eat around the holidays, homemade recipes, anything else. And then favorite made-for-TV sporting events. We link today on the hot links, the morning hot links, which are fantastic. Battle of the Network Stars. which was great in the 70s and 80s. Dunk Tank, Linda Carter, Google it. That's all you need to know. All right. So we stop there. But no, there's more. Gabe Kaplan, Robert Conrad. I mean, it was cool stuff. It was amazing stuff. And we had, people chiming in there on the comments. In fact, one of them getting in right now on the comments, Robert Christopher, seeing it in person and how cool it was. No bake peanut butter oatmeal cookies. I think I know what you're talking about. And those are pretty dang good. But again, can't we have those all year long? Right? We can do that, right? Huh? It's not like a total holiday deal. Like there are things at the holidays. I'll give you another one. Holidays. Rum balls. Balls of rum. Not fireball, balls of rum. Rum balls are fantastic. Homemade rum balls can't be beat. Rum or brandy. Now you can make them with brandy. My aunt, teetotaler, great aunt, technically, teetotaler would make them with, I believe, brandy. Holy heck. Good grief. And I think that was the great thing with having teetotalers in the family, both her and my grandfather. So the eggnog, homemade eggnog, and he would add the nog part, and he didn't know the difference between a 2-finger or a 3-finger pour, or just empty the damn thing out into the bowl of eggnog. Thank you, Daddy Stout. Holy cow. Rum balls, high on my list. Anybody got anybody that makes rum balls in the family? Let me know. They're really good. That's part of the holiday snacks topic we're talking about tonight. Off we go, Randy. Memphis. Walking in Memphis. One of the roughest cities in America, and it's where Davy Crockett learned how to fight and why he left to defend the Alamo. What parts of town should you avoid? What's going on with the X comments on your show? I don't know. What is going on with the X comments on the show? I've seen some off Twitter. You tell me. Are they not getting through? I don't know. I've been to Memphis about 5 times over the years. Enjoyed it, had fun. If the weather is good, you'll have a great time. Memphis and Dallas are exactly the same when it comes to bowl games, Cotton Bowl, Armed Forces, whatever the hell the bowl. You could get great weather, you could get absolutely crappy weather. So I don't know what's going on with the X comments. Am I not seeing them? You tell me. Jakob's view, yes. Genius program. He got confused with Superstars, same time frame. Yeah. So made for TV sporting events. Back in the day, and you have to be probably at least my age to realize the greatness of the skins game on Thanksgiving. And I'm talking about golf, where we get like 3 or 4 guys together and they go play for $1 million. And they split it up. And you're playing skins, you're playing hole by hole. And it was incredible. It was amazing. We didn't know it was entirely taped, but that doesn't matter. That we're sitting there at Thanksgiving. I think the skins game originally started on Thanksgiving. That was a great made for TV sports deal when we could do it. We talked about Battle of the Network Stars, which was tremendous, fantastic. What more do you want? We linked to it today, theraiderland.com. Check it out on our morning column. Totally made for TV, but it was fun. Skins game. I don't know. American Gladiators? Do we count that? The Blue-Gray Bowl game on Christmas Day was fun. Yep, all those, the Senior Bowl, the Blue-Gray Bowl there in Birmingham, which we can't have that anymore because of the intonations of blue and gray and what that meant. But yeah, those I don't know how you're probably like me, Chris. There are countless pictures of my family's Christmas Day gatherings, opening presents and gathering with family, and on the TV in the background is the blue gray bowl game. There's no telling how many years we have pictures of that, you know? Randy, when it was warm on Thanksgiving, we play a game of shirts and skins basketball. Well, that's not necessarily made for TV, but it's good for you. Crappy for the women in the family, but whatever worked. We I know there are a lot of families that, did like touch football games and things like that. My family, we were way too competitive and it would have turned out ugly. We literally left those type of things on the field, on the real field. That when it came to the holidays, it was probably not a good idea for any of us to do anything like that. Not going to be a good deal. Wouldn't have worked out well on a lot of different fronts. So, made for TV sporting events. The Skins game, Battle of the Network Stars. I don't know, American Gladiators. What are we doing? Let's see. Fake Natalie Maines. Is anybody on X tonight? I don't know. Somebody earlier said, "What's up with the Twitter deal?" I don't know. And we're logged in. Should be. I think you're seeing it. Every now and then, these things they don't. I'm not going to use the term throttled. All right. But some nights it's really interesting. Huge on Facebook Live. Then the next night, huge on Twitter X. Then on YouTube. By the way, everybody who's watching tonight, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Doesn't cost anything. We really appreciate it. Ryan Heights, Radio Land on YouTube. So I don't know what's going on. Now I do know that there's something going on with some changes on StreamYard, apparently, with how the graphics are working and looking. I don't know if that would change anything on, where we are and how we're getting out on Twitter. I don't know. But fake Natalie Maines, we appreciate you being out there. Do you remember the Nick Walinda guy? Yeah, the high wire walking over canyons on live TV a while back. Yeah. What was that, 20, 25 years ago? Maybe in the 90s, something like that. Yeah. 100%. Robert Christopher, are the Bungles still on playoff life support? Yeah. All they have to do is win out and have everything break perfect and they could get in. Would not want to see them in the postseason. Every team wants to see the Bengals in the postseason because Zach Taylor is going to coach himself right out of doing anything intelligent. I mean, why did they win last night? Really, think about it. It took the Dallas Cowboys to be stupid, poorly coached again. The only team that's given up that type of possession off a block punt twice in the last 5 years. Hello, Mike McCarthy, Dallas Cowboys, same coaches. So no, I don't think anybody is living fear of the Cincinnati Bengals at this point. But yes, there is still, if they win out, there is still a mathematical, if not a metaphysical, chance to get in. All right, a couple more minutes left. Let's turn our attention to best holiday snacks, holiday foods that you only get this time of year. I give you 100% fruitcake. 100% fruitcake. Homemade fruitcake, real fruitcake, if you can get it, served warm. And if you want to do Collins Street Bakery and do something like that, or get it like a high quality fruitcake from Collins Street or something like that, a known provider of great fruitcake, but served warm. And then here's the key. Here's where it gets really freaking good if you've got good fruitcake. a little bit of butter. You cut your slice, about yay big, right in through there. And it's hot, it's warm, and you put that butter on there. I'm telling you right now, fruitcake has a bad reputation because there's a lot of bad fruitcake out there. I know. My grandparents' house, they had a door stopper fruitcake from 1952, which was probably pretty good in 52, but this was 1981. I get it. Fruitcake right in there. I already mentioned the rum balls. I can't believe nobody has mentioned divinity right now. Really? What's wrong with you people? How can you not mention divinity? Just air fluffy, beautiful divinity with a pecan in there if you want. That was a standard around my grandparents' house in the 70s, 80s. I haven't, Randy. I haven't been watching NFR. I just hadn't had a chance and got into it. Although we did find out today what Gray and the kid from Seminole that have been roping together won the World Series of Team Roping there at South Point in Las Vegas yesterday. I think they pocketed about $225,000. So good on them. I have not been able to get into NFR. Feel bad. I apologize. It's usually a staple of my viewing. Maybe as the week goes on, we got plenty of time. We'll get there. We'll do it. I'm going to click on this one here, and it makes me worried, but without comment, I'm sure they're fantastic. No fruitcake under any conditions. You're cheating yourself, Alan. You are being an elitist. You have given in to the idea that, oh, it can't be good. You're wrong. And you need to grow and learn as an individual. Jan is a great red redder. Mom made her fruitcake the day after Thanksgiving. Then it was wrapped in a whiskey-soaked cheesecloth. This is great. This is great. Damp until Eve. We ate it thing in 2 days. It was fantastic. Damn right. See, that's what I'm talking about. Not this garbage crap that you get at the store or some other place or whatever. That stuff right there, that's real fruitcake. And that's real Texas. That is West Texas. That's this part of this country that they had, some jellies, some different things that you could throw in there and you could have a delicacy, and it didn't cost a whole lot to make back in the day. And again, you soak it in a little bit of whiskey, and off you go. Thank you, Jan. She knows. Homemade hard cinnamon candy, powdered sugar on top. You're on your own on that one. Divinity goes with perfect fudge. Yes, both with pecans. Absolutely. Alan, you look at fruitcake and tell us, you look at fruitcake and tell us God isn't judging us. I'm telling you, God wants you to have good fruitcake, is what he wants. He gave you all the ingredients. You screwed it up. If you've had bad fruitcake, that's on you, Alan. 100% on you. But God gave us the fruitcake recipe. He's going to do it. Watch a dash of Christmas, fruitcakes rock, rum cake, and all of a sudden it ended. We'll never know. My God, we'll never know. Yeah, rum balls. My grandparents had, it was about yay big, not this big. It was just a crappy piece of plastic, and it was a plastic tree that you put gumdrops on, red and green gumdrops. And when we would come to town, I would start hoarding those things and get as many of them as could, stealing them from my brother and my cousin, making sure they didn't get any. It's just a simple plastic, crappy little. One of my favorite memories, though, is walking through the living room. Well, den or living? Yeah, living room. You had a den, you had a living room. So the formal room is where on a desk that little gumdrop tree was, and I would roll through there while we were in town. And I would put those things in my pocket. Gumdrops in your pocket. Horrible Simon and Garfunkel song. Only time I've ever had them. I don't even like them. Robert Delgado, legend from KKM 1340. Oatmeal cookies with raisins and rum cake. Rum cake for sure. Oatmeal cookies, you can have them all year long. I don't consider that a holiday deal. Where can we get some of that guy's wife's sausage balls? Hey, we're just doing a show here, right? Just doing a show here. Although, if you want, I can give you a great recipe for sausage balls that are amazing. That goes back in my family probably 45 years or more now, and they're absolutely fantastic. Homemade Chex Mix. Is that really, can you do that? I mean, it's just Chex. You're buying the cereal and you do some stuff. Is it really homemade or it's just cereal? I mean, that'd be like homemade Captain, Crunch, peanut butter crunch. Yeah, looking at that here. Oh, we went green, white, checkered. All right, big day tomorrow. What if Wednesday? In fact, Robert Christopher there was one of the reasons why we have What If Wednesday, where we do a little alt history. We give you a question and say, what if something different had happened in sports history or otherwise? So get ready for that in the morning on the website. You don't want to miss it. The next thing we ask everybody to do, by the way, look at this. See, Alan on Twitter X. So apparently you can get us on Twitter X tonight. So that's good. You know. What I want you to do tonight is share this post. Now, everybody who is watching on Twitter X or Facebook, go subscribe, please, to our YouTube channel. Drive us over 500. Help out our metrics on that. Everybody on YouTube, hit like. Same thing. If you're on Twitter and you hadn't liked us on Facebook, if you have a Facebook page, go like us there. Everything. It doesn't cost anything, but what it does, it just creates this inertia that allows us to do great things for our wonderful sponsors like Gators Bayou, like Middleton and Son Realty, best in farm and ranch in West Texas, like United Supermarkets that gives you the ability to comment and jump here on this. So if everybody can do that tonight, even if only like 5 of you do it, the others, you're slackers, you're losers, nobody cares. No, I'm just kidding. You get the idea. Now, if you want to take it to the next level, go online, Facebook or otherwise, to our sponsors and tell them directly, hey, thank you for sponsoring Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. They're easy to find on our Facebook page and other things. If you want to do that, that's the next level. And I would tell you this again, if there's media, if there's anything that you enjoy and somebody sponsors it, tell them. Tell the sponsor, thank you for being a part and helping, create the media that I enjoy, whether it's local, national, or otherwise. Do that. It's huge because they get such limited real feedback that matters. All right, let's a couple of comments before we get out of here. Rum cake leads into perfect fudge, and then Christmas Eve tamales. Tamales. Yeah, I like tamales. Good. Enjoy What If Wednesday. Thank you. We enjoy putting it together. What If Wednesday topic suggestion. What if Tech joined the Pac-10 like they almost did in 2010? They would be almost exactly where they are today. I can tell you that right now. It's a short deal. They would have boomeranged back to this current version of the Big 12. in almost every faction, that's what would have happened. Like, share, and watch on all. You're a part of the fun, and spread the O. Spread the O. The O. Spread the O. Sounds like something somebody'd say down in Louisiana. Got to spread the O. Then we'll spread the O. All right, y'all are really good. Y'all are fun. We got to get out of here tonight. All right, we enjoyed the hell out of it. See you tomorrow morning, theraiderland.com.